Hey there, Capricorn. I hope you guys are doing great. This is a reading for July 2024, energetic reading. These are general. They're not going to resonate with every single Cappy. Yeah, feel free to check out your other placement videos. Messages may be helpful there. So, yeah, and like the video if you're so inclined. It does help my channel grow, and I appreciate that. And any other information that you're seeking is in the description box below, whether it's personal readings, donations, whatever. So, Capricorn, this month, this upper row is universal support. So it's support that you may not see, but is still present for you to rely upon, to engage in, okay? And then we have the tarot going through this month. So you have self here, self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect. It's interesting energy that's showing up there, because following it, you have the Five of Wands with the the Seeker of Crystals. This is the Page of Pentacles, okay? In this deck, crystals are pentacles, and the Seeker is the Page. So youthful energy, but it's also followed by control issues, let the universe take the wheel, and growing apart, moving in different directions, emotional distance. I feel here for some of you in this month, you're dealing with connections, and it doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but whatever is going on here, for some of you, you're dealing with a situation where it's like you've been dealing with something that has been problematic because it doesn't honor who you are, or remaining in something is not honoring what you could be or what you could grow into. And so you're being very, very clear in regard to how to not engage in problematic situations that don't provide you with the stability that you need to make better, bigger moves in your life. Okay, this is an energy here this month, Capricorn, where you're actually prioritizing yourself. And I feel it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because it's going to require you to look at options that you maybe haven't tried, or looking at options that maybe you didn't consider an option, but because of what you've been blocked off by, now it becomes an option. And also getting out of what you've allowed yourself to be blocked. That's mindsets, that can be being with people. With the Five of Wands here and control issues, this may be situations with people where it's like you're just not allowed to grow, or like situations in this connection are not growing because we're constantly at odds with one another. For you to remain in that, it's asking for you to prioritize your self-worth, your self-love, your self-value, and your self-respect, okay? Sometimes you have to do that and remove yourself from situations so that you have a better outcome, rather than trying to struggle making something happen here. That you can only struggle for so long until you eventually do grow apart from a situation, a job, whatever it may be, a scenario, a relationship, however it is. If control issues are the problem, let it go. You don't need to do that. For the energy that you can embody this month, you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, I mean, it's a card of rejection. And I feel that you're in favor of rejecting a situation, not because it's brand new, but because you've already been in it. You've tried to give your attention and your efforts to something, and it's to no avail. It's more fighting. It's more being, having to fight to make sure that your voice is heard, and that's not going to last for very long. It's really not, just because it puts you to the side, right? And why remain in something that's problematic anyhow? So this month, it feels like you guys are embodying a level of like high discernment, and just really putting your boundaries up and not accepting things for what they have been, and pushing towards something that is secure for you. It's that healthy selfishness where you just prioritize you. And that's okay, because you're loving yourself. You're upholding your self-worth. Be a happy little pig, right? For the energy with communication in your community, here you have the Fool. So this is expressing outwardly, I'm going a different direction. I'm doing a new thing. You don't have to like it. but I'm doing it for me because it supports me. I'm tired of being in this chaotic energy. I don't want to deal with people's control issues. I'm growing apart from that. I don't need to be part of that. That doesn't serve me. Okay, so you're putting you're putting yourself in new opportunities that are primarily just for you. All right, but it ensures you a new beginning, however you choose it. However you choose it, and I feel you will choose accordingly to your best of your ability, but it frees you from a lot of this toxic BS that you've been dealing with in these prior situations or current situations. um, yeah, in your health energy, you have the Five of Pentacles. This feels very burnt out. This is an energy of burnout, physical, emotional, monetary, mental, all of it burnout, burnout, burnout. But the thing about it is, you may not be seeing resources where they actually are. You may just be kind of like, you're doing the diligence to you're doing your due diligence to prioritize, or at least you need to prioritize health here, but you might not be seeing other routes, other alternative options, other support, other resources. There's more out there than what is seeming to be obvious. So if you can have somebody advocate for you, if you can seek out the alternative potentials, I feel that you're going to be having a lot of different outcomes rather than just what you've only experienced thus far. And for the Eight of Swords to be right next to this, yes, this is your work situation, but for this to be here with the blindfold, it's saying your limitations are only because you're only looking so deeply. So if you're on the search for some sort of like getting your energy back up, or if you need a workup, or if you need a different doctor, like it's asking for you to do the footwork, but you will find the solution if you give it more energy. You will find an alternative route if you give it more energy. This is an energy of burnout, though, okay? When it comes to your work situations, you have the Eight of Swords. This is kind of a frustrating situation just because it does tie into this energy up here, but it's one of being in a situation where it's like you feel put upon, you don't know which direction to turn, but also you still remain in it because you don't have that alternative information. You know, it's asking for you to take the blindfold off, look at a situation for what it is. If this is a job situation that we're talking about up here, then we're talking about something where it's like everybody's always needing to be the top dog, the one that's right. There's a lot of ego transaction here within a job situation. It's like you're exhausted by it. You don't want to remain in it. You'd rather do something that nurtures your soul, that feeds you from your own like source, rather than like dealing with people that are out of alignment with you, but not knowing how to get out of it. If you're trying to get away from a job, this is the time to just cut the cord, rip the bandage off, and let it go. You know, you may flail a little bit, but it's saying release it because it's not changing here. And the more you try to maintain it, the deeper into control struggles and issues you're going to become. It just doesn't go away. And so you turning a blind eye, it's not working. And if you are in that type of situation, it's emotionally exhausting, it's financially exhausting, it's not giving you what you could be making, needing. Seek elsewhere. In your love energy, Capricorn, you have the Hermit here. Very interesting energy because I feel like it's looking deeply in on even just being here next to the Eight of Swords, like looking in on how we see and perceive ourselves as stuck. Okay, so if you are in a love relationship where you have control issues, where people are, you know, needing to have the last say and needing to be the more dominant of the two, and, you know, just kind of a problematic issue. Like, if it's not changing, you really have to look at the situation for what it is and say, is this helping me? Am I still in love here? Is this real love, or is this just like a controlled environment that's uncomfortable and I'm kind of like in a situation that sucks, right? You may be growing apart from a partner, but here it's asking for you to take some time for yourself and assess what that looks like. Is this something where you have deep love, but things just need to change, and maybe we need to find some compromise so that things can flourish and grow in a different way rather than power struggles? You know, you may be in a loving situation, but there's certain power struggles that aren't okay and they leave you drained. You know, it might be time for you to put your energy towards having some boundaries, calling people out on their BS, even if it's uncomfortable, you know, and if it's something that's not salvageable, look at why you're remaining in it and let it go if you can. For those of you who are without a partner and who are open to new love, whatever, I feel that you're going to be potentially looking in on new situations. First of all, I almost want to say, like, you need to not stop trying. Like, I almost feel like an energy here, Capricorn, where it's like some of you kind of gave up on love or the potential of love. And it feels like, you know, you just stopped. And here it's asking for you to be open to trying again. It's saying, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep ascending. I'm going to keep like going at it, even if it just is like categorically, historically like sucked. I'm going to keep on going. And so we're taking time to look at things in different ways. We're taking time to be open to certain things. But look at people for who they are. Go online, even check out more people. This is not acting though with like forward, you know, like I'm not like getting into something immediately. I'm not sleeping with somebody immediately. This is being very intentional. If anything, the Hermit says, friends first. I will be your friend first before I be your lover. We start from the ground up. It's ground up, you know. It's just a slow progression, but I think that that's actually probably going to calm you down a little bit in regard to how things can progress in your relationship moving forward. If you are starting something new, or if you do choose to date somebody, friends first, start from the ground up, be intentional, and observe how you know, put yourself in positions of compromise when it comes to self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect. Are you compromised? Are you putting yourself in a position to be like, oh, maybe I'm compromising my value, my worth, my self-love, like all of those things. Like, put yourself first. That's okay. That's okay. You want to connect with somebody, I feel like you have the potential to do that, but it's saying be observant about how you react, because you're going to be a big indicator of the health of this relationship. You know, we don't want to be reactionary, reacting upon our you know, our shortcomings or our internal fears. You want to be safe and solid, but you want to go slowly and intentionally. Okay? We don't want situations leading to control issues and growing apart. If you're going to try and do something, do it intentionally, do it slowly, and do it with, you know, intention for lasting. So that's what I have for you here. I hope that this is helpful, Capricorn. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.